Uh,
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
all right, everyone, and that was round one. Welcome to PSU Valorant Night. I am your host, Lucky Wilson, and we are back. Looks like a pretty good round for Plymouth off the start. Let's take a look at the buy phase here for you. We're going to have Kano carrying the spike for this round. Chubbies. This is a pretty standard lineup. Valorant's had a pretty interesting start to the season, so we're hoping to maybe get some more progress in here tonight, folks, as we start round two of map one. It looks like we're going to be starting to push on Fountain, but wow, we have a bloodbath right out the start. Plymouth is feasting tonight. It is already a 5v1. And there's the last pick for a quick and easy round. Spike didn't even have time to touch the ground until after the round was over on that one, folks. That's a good start right there. Let's take a look at the alt economy and buy phase, too. Again, pretty even credits. Well, I wouldn't say even credits-wise, but pretty even loadout. Maybe not full buys, but everyone's got their choice shields. Everyone seems to have most of their choice rifles. We're running a classic, though. Oh, there's a Bulldog. I was going to say, where's the pick of weapon there? All right, very slow start. We're just kind of waiting here. Oh. Looks like they tried to attempt a pause. That was unsuccessful, so they're stuck moving behind barriers. The timer is stopped, but they're able to go. There. Very interesting UI bug there on behalf of pause. But we are good now as we start to push past the barriers here. Looks like a very slow walk up B Fountain. Again, Plymouth trying to play this one a lot more careful. A step back from the aggression that we just saw in the round before. Fade looking to get some insight. Finding what looks to be some Cypher traps. Phoenix looking to get the curve, but it doesn't work. He's picked off. The Cypher also finding two.
Spike down B.
This is going to be quite
One enemy remaining.
the turnaround here. We went from being a 1v5 to a 1v5 on the defender's behalf. And although Butterbird was able to get a little bit of progress there with that chamber. Looks like he's putting down a teleporter for himself, so he has a way to recall. That crawler's coming for him, though. And he is just overwhelmed. And that is going to be a round for the defenders, making it 2-1 here on map 1. Of course, we'll go ahead, as always, take a look at the buy phase for you. Alt economy, it is 1-0 right now, but that is in favor of Plymouth State University. It's going to be the Cypher ult. Chokos. Again, seems to have, for the most part, full buys. Very interesting choice of rifles, but again, I haven't really kept up with the patches. It's been a while, folks. In case you don't know, I am also the coach for the Marvel Rivals team, and we've had quite the busy season, so spread pretty thin here across the department, but we're having a really strong start. Let's take a look into the match now. Everyone seems to be looking A, except for Chamber, just trying to get some insight. He's looking around to a game to catch up with the rest of the team. Again, a very slow burn as we sit here. Plymouth being very cautious after that turnaround in the last round. A couple shots being fired, trying to draw him out. Kano's getting some Kano gets one. Finds with the kit. There goes Jet. Phoenix now making a push. There's the firewall. He's still holding the flash. The flash goes around. He's still alive. He's walking through the smokes. He finds one, but is picked off. And down goes two. The Kano is down as well, but Chocos on the Cypher able to find the pick on the fade. And the Raze is going to find the chamber.
Right here.
That was quite the battle, folks, as we now are 2-2. Chocos able to find the pick on bot. And they're waiting. And the spike is going down on A site. And there it is.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Looks like there's going to be a trade here, and it's a one-on-one, but that Cypher is low. He's going to have to play very close. He's going to wait for that spike to go. Walks through the cage. Another cage out. And he's picked off before the defuse can get finished. Unfortunate. Still probably would have made a little more passively. Force out the defuse, but sometimes when that pressure's on, you just want to dive right in, get that round over with, keep going. It's a late night for some of these folks. Especially with students right now. Everyone's gearing up for... Oh, we should be getting pretty close to midterms, but... Let's take a look here and see what the economy's looking like. 2 alts to 1. Now, last week, the alt economy was really balanced between the two teams. So seeing Plymouth consistently up by 1 is a really good omen for tonight, I think. The attackers now looking at a lobby. Trying to make some sort of advance. They're walking it. The new E site worked last time. They just had to play it a little bit slower. The knife is in hand. The knife is thrown. The abilities are going out. There goes the firewall. They found one up top, but that's picked off.
Launching smoke.
Down the Kano and Chamber for Plymouth State. It's a 3-on-4. Kit's still flying. Now making a push. The Phoenix is down. Cypher trying to make a very risky spike here. And it is planted. He is running for it. He does not want to deal with it. He's trying to put out some sight. The wire is out. There goes a drone. The drone is detonated. And down goes Cypher. And that is going to be a round for the defenders as they have free range of the defuse here. Making sure everyone gets the loadout that they need. Gonna do a little bit of looting, put a Haunter on it for good measure, which, waste of kit, but I'm sure they probably have. Let's see if that Fade has the credits for it or not. They most definitely will. And as we take a look here, that Cypher's insight really seeming to do a number for him. Chocos at the top of the leaderboard. Kano's going to be carrying the spike for this one again. And it is all of Plymouth's alts against 3. Barriers are down. And it is a run up A. I'm sorry, while everyone's on B. Meanwhile, Cypher on A. My fault. Got some abilities on cooldowns. Kano just making a ruckus on B. Let's check it on Cypher. Cypher unable to get the picks he needs to, but it's enough to get B site distracted, and the spike is going to go down on B site. They're going in every other flank, and now they're just hard holding that spike with the flame wall. Just going to get the ricochet off of the Kano. That spike is ticking. It's looking pretty good for the attackers right now. They find the Jet. Are they going to get the pick, or are they going to let the spike take care of it for them? It looks like this Jet is going to get the Phoenix. But Chamber's going to find the Jet. the spike's going to detonate, and that is going to be a round for the attackers, making it 3-3 here on map 1. Again, as we go and we take a look at that buy phase. Only one ult was used, and it was Phoenix. And it is a 4-4 ult economy. This is looking a lot more like last week when it was just very balanced. Let's see if it stays that way. I don't know what weapon inspect that is on the jet, but that is a nice sword. Got the cartoon bat over here, too. This dagger also is fun to watch. Chamber ult is out right off the gate. There goes an airstrike. Phoenix putting up a wall and a flash. Smokes are going down on A. They are running it down. Looks like some kits are going to get in the way of the sights here. That Cypher is consumed by the Fade's crawler. The skies are opening. That Cypher is going to be right in the middle of it, too. That is brutal. Kano trying to walk through the smokes, trying to find somebody. He doesn't get eyes. He's downed. He has 12 seconds. Meanwhile, the team is just going to surround the defenders on A, and that is going to be cleanup from there, and that is round 4 for the attackers, making it 4-3 as we enter round 8 overall in the map. Ooh. Wait a minute. Are we looking at some LMGs here for this? We might be. Plymouth looking very confident on another A rush. Let's see how it goes. So far, just walking it, feeling it out. The defenders are pretty scattered, but they do have those 3 on A, though, making that nice line right there. I mean, I wish I could mark it with my cursor, but you can see they've got a nice wall blocking off A from the rest of the back defender spawn around into B. Let's take a look at Phoenix here, who's trying to make a distraction on B short. He's able to get the pick and run. That is huge. As we find another one. The jet is down. The Cypher coming up from the other side. He's short, little short to the party. Chambers able to find the pick first. However, they got one coming up from behind, and he's going to find the Cypher. But it's still a 1v3, and the spike is planted. Defender Cypher now, just trying to find a way to poke through to defense, poke through the hold. Let's see. He's walking the wall. That chamber's staring him down. He's able to get the pick off the chamber. He starts to walk through the cage. Beacon's right there, misses. Oh, Phoenix is hunting him down. There's a flame wall there. He's looking for it. He's blind. He walks through the wall to take the risk, and it's just not worth it. He gets mowed down, and that is going to be another round for the attackers here. And that's going to conclude round 8.
Let's do this.
So we take a look at buy phase and ult economy. Plymouth still up by 1 ult. Love to see it. Both teams seem to be having full buys at this point. I mean, I can't see secondaries, but I would assume that this is a full buy for most of the team. Restocking on kits. Got some shots fired on the attacker side barrier from, I believe that was Cypher. Cypher and Phoenix holding on to their ults. Defender Cypher also ready with his. And as we get going here, we are looking for another A push. Smokes are down.
Joke's over. You're dead.
The Phoenix ult. He's in the cage, looking for some cover. Dies to the Cypher, I think. The Cypher's also going to find the Kano, but Chokos able to get 2, which includes the Defender Sniper and the Jet. Lilbot does find Phoenix, though. And there's going to be another pick on the chamber right there. That is not good news for Plymouth right now, as they are now down 1, now down 2. And it is a 1v3, and it's just not going to be enough. The defender's able to hold this off, taking round 9, map 1. As we take a look here at the ult economy, Plymouth is now down ults after that skirmish. That Cypher's been holding on to his ult for a while. And another timeout has been activated by Plymouth State University attackers. They have 60 seconds to regroup here. Doesn't seem to be any technical issues, so it looks like this is just a timeout for strategy. They're still up, but they want to make sure it stays that way, especially now that they're down ults. They've had some really good luck on slow burn comps, especially at the beginning of the season, so I'm wondering if they're going to try to revert back to that strategy, because these aggressive rundowns have been very hit or miss tonight. Overall, it's been net plussing them rounds, but it's definitely been risky. That is for sure. What do we got here? Still looks like we have a couple of classics. The attackers haven't quite finished their buy phase. I wonder if they're just trying to talk about strategy for weapons at this point. See if they can get some picks. I know that they have sniper capabilities on this team, so maybe they're thinking about pulling one of those out. Let's take a look now. Spray's coming out in attacker spawn. Oh, it even says boom when you swing the bat. Valorant melee weapons are so creative. I will never get over that. I'll say it every single stream if I have to. I think I have so far, actually. But anyway, we are looking to start running B Fountain, and it is a very aggressive push. I think he's messing with sights here. Looks like my visuals are down. Is this... Can't actually transition. There we go. Not really sure what that was about, folks, but we are back. And Plymouth able to get 2 picks, going for a spike on B site, and it is down. Just looks like some network lag. Kano able to find one. The raise is down. Yeah, there is some latency going on in this lobby. I don't know if it's the... Hopefully it's just the stream. This would be awful if this was a match. You can hear the spike double ticking.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
Clearly, it's got to be my stream because Plymouth finds 2 for the flawless. And that is going to be round 10. It is now 6-4 in favor of Plymouth. As we keep looking here. Kano again picking up the spike as we proceed. Looking pretty good credit-wise, but again, the ult economy really growing in favor of the defenders here. It is 2-0 on ults. But they are very close to 1 Brimstone ult. And the barriers are down. It is a rush for B Fountain. Ray's popping her ult. Cypher and Phoenix both finding a couple of picks here. Fade able to find the Phoenix, but the Cypher able to retaliate, getting the Fade for the trade. And the spike is being planted. And it is down on B. Team looking to hold this one down. Cypher shooting through the smokes. And Mountain finding 2, and that is going to be another win for the attackers. We're getting pretty close to the half here. There it is, folks. Last round in the half. Going to be switching sides after this in just a moment. Alt economy is starting to catch back up. It's now 1-2. I don't know if they're going to have enough time to finish reversing the alt economy or balancing it out completely. But that will get reset in the half. So for the most part, pretty good. Definitely a little bit more of a chaotic back and forth on that since last week, but... Barriers are up, and we are moving forward. Some utilities going over the wall from Kano. The airstrike going down. Phoenix putting up a wall as he tries to push through. He's just waiting. Doesn't find anyone on A. They're starting to run B, though. Flash goes around the corner. Doesn't find anything. Defenders up on the high ground. One goes down to Cypher. Plymouth pushing ahead here. Finding the Cypher on the high ground, and there's another flawless for Plymouth State.
Switching sides.
And that is going to be the end of the half, folks. A very strong end of the half, might I add, too. That begs the question, how is Plymouth going to be on defense? I've seen it be very strong in past matches this season.
Out of charges.
Yeah, some serious lag between switching players I've noticed. Usually this is a lot more effortless.
Right here.
There we go. Let's go ahead and let this chill out for a minute. Gates are up. Looks like everyone's going to be walking A. Except for, is that Brim? And Phoenix are over there. And then we have Kano and Cypher over on B site. Chamber over on A as well.
Launching smoke.
However, the attackers are really looking for B right now. That's what they want. Kano and Cypher trying to hold it down against the whole team. Cypher finding one. But also going down to the Jet. Kano able to find the Cypher. As the fight continues just for control of the point. Kano also able to find the Raze. There's some blind fire through the smokes. Phoenix holding down the fort. And the Chamber's going to find the Fade, and that is going to be a round for the defenders. Making it 9-4 here on map 1 as we enter round 14. The attackers looking to maybe set up another B, but they are sitting deep in mid, so it's anybody's game. You can see them going around the corner up into A-Link. Plymouth keeping a very similar strategy, keeping the Cypher and Kano on B, hoping they can hold down the fort while the rest sit on A, just waiting. Chamber looking for a pick. He falls back, but he's still hunting. Guy just been destroyed by the hunt. There's the Fade. Chamber finding 2 with the snipe. That is crazy. I was waiting for this. Meanwhile, Phoenix just goes and gets the rest for a quick triple. Insane. I didn't have time to switch. Ooh, sorry, guys. I know, I'm yawning a lot. I'm trying to talk through it, but this would be the end of a very long day for me, and the week is just getting started. Let's take a look now at the buy phase. Got quite the kit going into this one. Then there was an SMG for the Kano. Chamber, again, just scoping it out. I love watching Butterbread snipe. It's so entertaining. Ooh, meanwhile, their Cypher's going to find 2 over on A. Are they going to be prepared for this? It's just Chamber over there. The whole team is running down on him. The Haunt is going to find the Chamber too, and that's not good because they're just going to get run right down there. Yeah, there's really not much you can do with that. You get that insight. You're the only one there. It's just over. The Spike is down on A. It is a 2v5, and almost everyone on the attacking team is full health right now. Kano trying to find someone, some sort of pick. Got some utilities out, but decides it does not enough. He's going to need to do this quick and easy. He finds the Raze, but it's not enough. The Raze is going to find him, and the Cypher is going to find the other Cypher. And that is going to be a flawless for the attackers. Quite the turnaround. This has been a very chaotic match. A lot of back and forth. It's flawless for flawless, or it's clutch for clutch. Go ahead and take a look at something here, folks. Not only are we going to take a look at the buy phase for you, also just going to pull some things real quick. All right, and we are up and running for this round. Let's take a look here. Attackers are walking up B long. Defenders holding out on A. Again, it's the same 2 setups. We got the Kano and the Cypher over here on B. Meanwhile, on A, we got the Chamber, the Brimstone. Everyone's just kind of chilling out here, waiting. That's Cypher on the attackers. Again, going rogue. Maybe looking for another couple of picks on A. But he's going to commit to B. But he is ready. Do not get that twisted. Meanwhile, on B, Cypher's going to find the Kano. However, Chocos is going to find 2, and he's going to go down to the attacking Cypher.
One enemy remaining.
And Phoenix is going to find 2. The flash is out. And they are going back into spawn for this one as they run around A, because the spike is down on this 1v3. Treading very lightly. The flash goes in the opposite direction of where the opponent is, but the wall is up. They're looking for him. They have no clue. They're going to go for the defuse and just try to cover him. They're waiting. The pick with the trade and the defuse, that was chaotic.
Remember, stay out of the fire. Super high level tactic. Remember that, yeah?
Let's go ahead and just take a look at that here. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the buy phase now. Alts 1-1, Cypher, and Phoenix. Chambers got some utilities down there. He is well prepared. Meanwhile, the round has begun. Attackers looking for another B. Kano patiently waiting. Cypher waiting up further as the enemy seems to walk up B long. Got 2 there, and then the 3 coming up from the link. Cypher's about to get 3-on-1, and it's just not going to be enough. He's going to get taken out by the attacking Cypher. The Phoenix ult is going to provide useful. He is going to survive. However, there is going to be a trade from the Kano. The Jet also getting the pick on that instead. It's up to Chamber and Phoenix now, as they slowly start to push. They might just let the defenders take this. They do have the time. They do have the rounds to waste. They'd rather keep their stuff than their loadout. I completely understand. Those weapons aren't cheap, especially when you got skins like that. They're just chilling out in A. They're just going to let them take it. Regroup for the next one. You know they're waiting when you got the fidget spinner out. I mean, look at the spam on that. Ooh, however, Fade is going to get a pick on 1 as they walk around A. Just looking to get some cleaning done. That's not ideal. As we go ahead and take a look. For the most part, looking like some full buys. Not for Plymouth, though. They're definitely resorting to some lower credit stuff. Maybe they're just trying to farm a bit. Yeah, we got some singers coming out. That's when you know. Attackers looking to rush down A. Phoenix ready with the flash. Goes around the corner, finds 1, and is able to get the pick, and he runs real quick. The firewall's up now. Phoenix is ready to take on the world with this push. It is 4-on-1 in that corner. No fear. Only locked in. Ready with that flash again. It goes around the corner. Doesn't seem to find anyone. Fires a couple of shots. They miss. They're trying to get him through the wall. Heals himself with a fire pool. Chamber able to find 1. As they get ready to walk through the cages. Phoenix is sitting there. Phoenix able to find the Cypher. But he goes down to the Jet. Airstrike does get called to smoke him out. Attackers trying to get some all points here. Just trying to carefully walk this through. The Jet peeks, and the Jet's able to find the Chamber. The Jet also finding 1 more. Cypher goes around back for the last 2 picks, and that is going to be a round for the defenders. Well played by Plymouth State. I want to be able to bounce around this, but I think it's... I don't know if it's stream delay or what. I just keep getting... We're good now, but... It keeps bugging out on me.
Teleport's ready.
Let's go ahead and take a look here. 2 ults to 1. That Cypher ult, though, is going to be really helpful for this last round. It is match point, after all, for Plymouth State in map 1. Defenders having a hard choke on A. There's only one coming, though. It's B they got to worry about. Cypher's looking around through those cams. Phoenix finding that Cypher who was trying to flank A.
Camera taken out.
Kits are flying on B in the meantime. They're trying to push. Kano able to find the Raze, but the Raze finds the Kano, and the Fade also is going to find the Cypher. And the team starts running over to B in hopes they can make this. Phoenix able to get the pick on the Jet. He's also going to find the Fade. He's going to run out of the way of the airstrike, and he's going to hunt down for the last kill, and that is going to be map 1 with PSU taking it 13-6. Well done, guys. We're going to go ahead and update that scoreboard for you, and that was Bind. All right, folks, just going to be a few more minutes here before we get ready for the next map. We're just going to go ahead and take a little break, and we'll be right back with map 2. All right, everyone, and we are back with map 2. We are on Haven for this one, and it looks like Plymouth State University is going to be on the attack first. Everyone getting ready to lock in their agents for the map as we get started here. The return of the Ciphers are back. Got Chubby's on Omens, Jet. Gonna be seeing a Jet too. The Fade is also back to raise Omen. I appreciate not seeing like total mirror comps in Valorant. I'm used to seeing a lot of mirror comps in a lot of these competitive matches lately, and a little diversity is nice. The Waylay. Also, I don't think I've seen them use Waylay at all this season. So this will be fun. As we get ready for the buy phase here, let's see what everyone decides to run first. Why not? Mostly ghosts, as always. I don't really know what else to say here. It's ghosts. Pretty much everyone runs ghosts on the first one. Just a little bit of a leg up. Let's see here. Also, Haven's one of my all-time favorite maps. I don't know why. It's just... It makes sense to me. Gonna get some info down here on A Garden as we get ready to go. Plymouth looking to make an initial push on A. The defenders seem to have predicted that. We got Cypher over on B, probably looking for some info, but then again, the rest of the team just chilling on A site. You guys can't tell, had a little bit of caffeine right before we started this map. I'm feeling a lot better, a little more articulate. Let's see how this goes. Again, attackers just starting to walk right up A. Walking up A long. Everyone just running through the smokes. They've made it onto point. We're going to find two here from the defenders. Jet is going to be able to get... Ooh. I don't even have time to bounce around for that one. That is going to be a sweep by the defenders, but they don't make it out unscathed by any sense of the word. That Fade and Cypher, the only two left standing. Let's take a look now to see what the buy phase is going to be after that crazy start. Yeah, just kits, spams, smokes, shoots. All of a sudden there's two standing. That's the best way to sum that round up. Let's take a look now. Jet on the defense. Pulling out a sniper. I've seen this a couple of times. I never understood it, but looks like Plymouth is going to be playing very passive with their economy right now, keeping it with just the pistols. Butterbread will have the spike for this as they start to walk B. They're looking at the mid-courtyard right now. Jet, get a little speed boost going. Whiffs a couple of shots there with the Sheriff. The Fade able to find two through the smokes. Kano is able to find the Fade, though, and take it out. The Jet taken out by the drone trying to push through. Omen able to find the raise, but it's going to be a slaughter fest for the defenders, taking advantage of round 2 and taking it for the win. Is that a chain? Yeah, that is in fact a chain. Okay. Go ahead and take a look now. Ray's running the Sheriff on defense. As far as Plymouth State goes, they're starting to pull out rifles. They're just looking to do whatever they can for a little bit of a comeback here. Mostly even KDs. If you were trying to be optimistic about it anyway. Let's take a look now. Jet. Backing off of A. Waylay chilling it out on C long. See if they can find something. You can hear the sniper. Speaking of which, Cypher is going to find Raze for a first pick. Jet trying to get the attention, find something. Cypher finds Butterbread. Jet walking up A, knowing that something's got to be there. Jet can hear, and he finds the Jet on A, securing it for a plant. Omen wastes no time running up to find it. Meanwhile, Cypher looking for the Omen. Whiffs the first couple of shots, but is able to confirm the kill. Spike is down, rather planted on A. Omen looking to get the high ground. Meanwhile, Jet just camping it out, waiting for someone to push. That Cypher's thinking about it. Crouched down there by the wall. But of course, that's our little secret. Only we can see that. The Jet able to find and gets a clean headshot off of the Omen. But it's going to get discovered by the Fade. And that's going to be the end of Jet's run this round. But the spike is ticking. It is too late. Plymouth is making a run for it. They do not want to get caught up in that. They don't want that Fade to find them, though. It's not going to matter. That is going to be a round for the attackers, making it 2-1 on map 2. We'll go ahead and we'll take a look at the buy phase for you now, folks. As we start to take a look at alt economy as well. That's going to start to be playing in somewhat soon. Especially since Jet is just about ready with that ultimate after that clean headshot on the Cypher. Oof. Cyphers has a little bit of a ways to ult, so doesn't the rest of the team. Meanwhile, that Fade is the closest one to ult for the defenders. This is looking to be a pretty almost advantageous ult economy here as the Waylay and the Jet start to push A. Cypher not too far behind. Omen quietly waiting in the sewers for A to get cleared for the spike. Jet able to put down a smoke and dashes right through it. Tries to get behind him, but is found by the other Jet. The Rays also finding the Omen. Cypher's able to find Jet, but their Omen is able to get 2. And make it a 1v4 here. Spike is down. Is it going to get picked back up? It's going to be tricky. They have that on lock. Let's see what old Butterbread has planned. He's going around. He's walking. Trying to find something to make of the situation. Takes out the Howler. And he finds the Rays, but it's just too late. And that is going to be another round for the defenders here. Making it 3-1 as we enter round 5. Plymouth deciding to be a little bit picky with their buy phase, taking their time, planning stuff out accordingly. As we watch this beautiful weapon inspect, I get distracted so easily by that. But anyway, the barriers are up. Cypher looking for some info. Jet with the ult, running down C long, looking to maybe get something. The smoke is out, dashes through the smoke, able to throw a couple of knives. The Waylay is able to get a pick on 2, though, as they secure C. Omen running up with the spike for the plant. Cypher is going to get taken out by the Waylay, making Waylay's 3rd kill, so it is 3-3 for those 2. Jet also able to find the Rays, and the Waylay's going to get a 4th kill on the Jet, and that is going to be a win for the attackers here on round 5. Spike didn't even get planted at that point. They were there, they were ready for it, and I guess they just didn't need to. They got a clean sweep on that. Let's go take a look at the buy phase. Alts are starting to get ready. It is 3-3, a very balanced alt economy for this first half of the map. Waylay is going to be carrying the spike for this as well. That Fade alt is also very close to being ready, but so isn't Butterbread's. And they are walking C long. Jet making some smokes, going up to C. Smoke also down on C. They know they're trying to push that. Jet taking a couple of shots, needing to swap mags. The Cypher's able to find Butterbread. Cypher's uploading for insight as they try to secure C. The Cypher able to find the Rays. The Jet trying to lay low as she's blinded. The Jet and the Fade both getting picks during that time. Jet just trying to hold on for dear life right now, and is able to get 1 pick, but doesn't quite make it. The spike did get planted in that whole kerfuffle. However, it is going to be the last Omen standing, and that is going to be a win for the defenders. That was anybody's round right there, folks. Let's go ahead and we'll take a look now. It is 2 and 3 for alts. And Jet is picking up the sniper. This is going to be interesting. Oh, I see. It's switching between the teams? No. All right, well, we're just going to see what happens. And it is time for the start of round. Plymouth, a little bit scattered, but sticking around mid. We got the Jet over on A Garden, looking to maybe get some picks to clean up a little bit so they can go for a B plant. Starting to walk up the mid courtyard now. Shots are going to get fired on mid courtyard. The smokes are out. They're firing through them. Sniper shots can be heard ringing. Jet still chilling in the back. Not quite sure where to push from here. Waylay reeling it back a little bit. Reloading. The fade hits ult. Meanwhile, Jet pushes up onto the point and is able to get a pick on the fade and finds the Cypher. The spike will get planted down on C. Jet's getting a switching weapons and is able to get a third pick on the other Jet.
Last player standing.
A much needed weapon swap, it seems like. Jet just waiting for that last pick and is unable to get it off the Raze. The Raze going for the third kill of the round. The defenders going for the defuse, and that is going to be round one. The round one for the defenders, making it 5 and 2 here on map 2. Not as great of a start for Plymouth as the last map, but plenty of time to turn this around, folks. These matches are quite the event to strap in for. Let's take a look here now. Plymouth is still up with an extra ult, too. We got the Omens and the Cyphers. Omen, again, just holding onto that spike as the barriers get ready to come up here. And they are running up A long. And I mean running. You can hear them. It is loud. Jet firing a couple of rounds through the smokes, trying to find something. Throws down a smoke of her own, dashes into it, gets the cover, the waylay, shot down by the Omen, and so isn't the Jet taken down by Raze. Cypher able to find Omen. Omen seems to be going for the plant. It is Omen and Cypher against Cypher and Fade. The spike is down on A. The Haunter's down, but we got one up top there for the defenders. Omen just protecting that spike with its life. Cypher throwing out the half of the enemy positions. He's able to tag one. And that Fade was able to find the Omen, so it is now a 1v2. Cypher just waiting for them to start the process of defusing. He walks out of the cage, and the Fade just immediately finds him and takes him out, and that is going to be a defuse for the defenders. Plymouth maybe still considering to slow the roll on some of these holds. Just got to let that spike wear down. I know it's costing you your economy, but it is still 2 and 2 for alts, folks. Everyone is stocking up. We got Bulldogs. We got Vandals. Some Guardians as well. Plymouth looking to switch sides here a little bit. Goes down on A, but now we're all looking for attacker side spawn. Somewhere around the courtyard area between B and C. Omen and Cypher kind of looking a little bit more towards A, though. So we start to walk up here. Jet wasting no time, running straight into B. Gets a smoke down, dashes right to it. There is a Fade smoke down on the point on both B and C. Or B to C and B to A. Jet waiting behind. Cypher also waiting at that corner. There are shots fired. The Haunter is down. I hear the sound of a grenade from a Raze. And it is going to explode Jet. Meanwhile, Cypher is going to find the pick on the other Cypher. Fade also finding Cypher, and Omen taking out Fade. The spike is being defused, but the diffuser is killed. The Jett is going to take out the Omen. And it is going to be a 1v2. Can the Waylay clutch this? He's looking. It's whiff after whiff, but it looks like Raze is going to get the pick. And the spike is defused with seconds to spare. And that is going to be round 9 in favor of the defenders, as we now enter round 10 of map 2. And as we go ahead and take a look at the buy phase for you folks, it is still 2-1 on alts, just in a little bit different positions. Plymouth looking to save maybe a little bit of credits there by testing out different shield types, but it looks like it's going to be rifles across the board. The attackers, the spike left behind over in mid. Jett pushing deep into the A sewer, maybe trying to clear up A for a spike push. Omen hanging back in spawn, waiting for that spike to get picked up so they can run with it. Just waiting by it. Meanwhile, the Waylay all over on C long, but the only thing there is that fade. Jett able to find the pick on the Raze, and it has begun, folks. Jett backing off a little bit now, looking to maybe see if that was it. Loops around just a little bit. They still don't see each other. They don't know, and they still don't know. Jett's able to see the other Jett, and it is a clean pick. Meanwhile, 2 of Plymouth members are going to go down over on the C skirmish. And with A cleared, that Omen hanging out with the spike is going to run over to A and go for the plant. Jett still pushing up. Just waiting to clean house just a little bit more. The fade trying to send out some info, but doesn't get it. However, Jett is going to find a 3rd kill on the Omen. He knows that fade's there, but Omen is going to beat her to it. Meanwhile, the Cypher is going to find the Omen, and it is Jett versus Cypher. Waiting for that spike to get diffused. Jett almost peeks. And the Jett is going to be able to get the Omen, and that is going to be another map for the attackers, making it 7-3 here on map 2. Beautiful play by that Jett. Just clean executions all around. That Jett, by the way, is also a member of the Marvel Rivals team, which I am the coach of, which we will be competing against University of South Carolina Upstate tomorrow night at 8 p.m. That game will also be broadcasted live for you guys here on Twitch and YouTube. So please, by all means, tune in as the team tends to keep their season alive. But right now, the barriers are up, and it is time to run down C long. Jett wasting no time, just running straight in there, trying to keep up the momentum from last round's absolute push. Is able to find the fade. The fade goes down quick. Jett continues to put his smoke further down into spawn. The spike is being planted. However, the Cyphers are going to seem to trade. But it's Chokos that's going to be able to plant the spike. That Jett waiting with ult, trying to find green card. Couple of shots fired. The knives still don't hit, but it's too late. The ult is no match. Is nuts. Got nothing on a full-powered rifle. Waylay keeping protection on the spike. The Omen able to find the Raze. Waylay backing it up a little bit, trying not to overextend while that spike ticks down. The Jett able to find the Omen. Waylay just trying to make something. The Jett's going to get 4, but it's too late. They're going to be able to get the defuse because the Omen is there waiting with the defuse. That is brutal. They were pretty close. Only a few seconds remained in that. And that is going to be another round for the defenders here as we enter round 12. Go ahead and reset to attacker side here. We're going to have to go ahead and take a look at the buy phase for you. Plymouth still up in ults by 1 with the Waylay, the Cypher, and the Jett. Maybe a little bit of a redemption arc with that ultimate after that brutal 1v1. It's been pretty back and forth, though, all night, so it's anybody's game. Jett wasting no time, running up with ult, looking for something. The smokes are down. Just chilling on A long, trying to make something of it. Jett rushing in. Waylay able to find the Raze. Jett able to find the other Jett with the ult. It is a revenge situation here. Jett just narrowly dodging the fade ult, too. And the Omen is going to be able to get the Cypher, but the Omen takes out green card from the defender side.
Standing.
Meanwhile, Omen is going to find Omen. That is so confusing. And Jet is going to get picked, and that is going to be a clean sweep.
Sides.
I shouldn't say clean sweep. But that is going to be cleaning house, rather, so that the attackers can take a win. That makes it 8-4 here on map 2. Let's go ahead and take a look now for you guys. Very ghost-heavy run is what this looks like for both sides. If I didn't know him, but I would say this was the beginning of a new round. Oh, that's right. It is the half. Don't worry, folks. I'm just messing with you. We have officially swapped sides. Everyone's back to ghosts. All dichotomies evened out.
My camera is destroyed.
Plymouth State looking to hold the defense on C. They are running it down on C. That Jet pushes straight ahead, potentially looking to shoot through the Cypher cage and able to find two, the Cypher and the Omen. The Cypher is also going to find Butterbread.
Planted.
And the spike is going to go down on C. The Waylay and Jet are the only two remaining. And that Waylay is hurting. Jet might be able to clutch us up here. Walking up C garage. Fires a couple of shots. Misses. The Waylay is going to be able to find the raise. This was more so just a distraction shot.
One enemy remaining.
The Waylay able to get a second pick here. And it's just the Waylay, but the Waylay is going to go down to the Omen, and that is going to be a round for the attackers. As we enter round 13 now. We're going to go ahead and take a look for a buy phase. Jet picking up the sniper. We're definitely going to have to keep an eye on that one, folks. Two snipers. Oh, wait. I spoke too soon. They swapped back. A couple of stingers here. Some SMG plays. The Sheriff run on one of the attackers' behalf as well. Jet able to get a quick snipe off of the Cypher to start as they try to push A, but they didn't want any of that. They are backing off now. Jet still trying to sight down a couple of them. That Cypher is going to be able to find the raise. The Fade picks off the Omen, but the Butterbread is going to take Omen from the attacker's side. Fade able to find Cypher. And it is back to Fade with the spike. And Jet and Waylay for the defenders.
Spike
The
planted.
spike is going to get planted over on C. Jet hard scoping that out here. And the pick is going to go off. Huge pick by Green Card as the spike's going to get defused. And that is going to be a round for the defenders, making it 9-5 here on map 2. I really hope that it's just my stream. There's no way they're playing like this. And hopefully for you guys at home, you're not seeing what I'm seeing, because that is some crazy lag spikes. Might have a cable loose somewhere. I'll go ahead and take a look at that. But hopefully, if we can turn this around and take map 2, we shouldn't have to go to map 3, so we can take a look at this and have it ready for you for tomorrow night when we stream Rivals. But the barriers are up, and it is time to go. Jet scoping down C site, looking to see where they're coming from. Meanwhile, the Waylay is listening to them go from B. I don't think that Waylay is prepared for the onslaught they are about to see, and the Omen is going to get the pick. Meanwhile, Butterbread is going to find Cypher. And they are running it down mid. The Jet able to find Butterbread. Cypher getting a couple of shots off. Not seeing a whole lot, though. They're still playing it, but they're starting to work their way back around to C off of B. The Rays really backing it up. The Fade is going to find Omen.
Standing.
Jet looking to turn this around. The spike is being planted on B.
Planted.
And it is Jet versus practically the world right now. But the Jet is able to find the ricochet on the Omen. Wait a minute. But it is Kit City out here. This Jet really has their back to the wall. As he waits. He's completely surrounded. A couple of shots go off, and it's not enough. The other Jet's going to find him, and that is going to be a win for the attackers. We're now 10-5 on map 2.
Wind, show me where to go.
And the phases have switched. We are now back in the buy phase. The Rays going to be taking the spike for the attackers here on this one, it looks like. Ults, not ready at the moment. A couple close, though. And the curtain goes up. Omen immediately finds the Jet. That is a crippling pick to start. The Waylay walking through the smokes, trying to make some progress on keeping A site secure.
Be right back.
The Omen is going to find the defending Omen. A couple of shots are fired through the wall there for the Waylay.
Spike planted.
The spike is going to get planted on A as the team tries to regroup. They're walking it down, trying to. That's Cypher peeking around a couple of corners. They find the fade. However, the fade is going to pick off the Cypher, and the Race is going to find another, and that is going to be another round for the attackers here on map 2. Quite the turnaround start, but that has been the theme for tonight, folks. Every single one of these matches with the Valorant team seems to have a theme, and tonight it seems to be seesaw. It is just very heavily sided one way, and then it just immediately tips to the other, and these scales don't seem to have any plans on balancing anytime soon.
This goes here.
Defender's getting ready to set up here. Cypher putting down some insight. Cypher solo handling C right now with just some cams. However, the whole team is running up C except for one. Cypher backing off. He does not want that smoke right now. Meanwhile, the spike is getting planted. The Jet,
Spike planted.
sitting on A, starts walking up. Try to help out. Going around the backside. And there's 3 of them back there now. The Cypher and the Omen trying to come up the other end here. A couple of shots are fired through the pillars, but it's not enough. The Haunter comes out. Jet dashing through the smokes. The Omen's able to find the Jet. Jet also able to get a pick on the fade as they try to get a couple of kills here. That spike is ticking, though. They do not have a lot of time. The Omen is down, but the Raze finds Butterbread. They're trying very hard to defuse, but I don't think they're just going to have enough time. The Raze is down. And it is just clean house as much as you can. Try to reset as many economies because that is not going to be enough time to defuse. And the attackers are going to take it for round 17. So to enter round 18 now, we're getting pretty close. It is match point for the attackers. This is going to be one crazy comeback if Plymouth can pull something out right now to end the series for the night. But we are very much looking at a map 3 right now for tonight, folks. As we try to pull it together.
Here.
Take a look at the buy phase for this. It is 3 ults to 4. The defenders, Plymouth State, keeping those 4 ults, by the way. Being up 1. There is quite the skirmish going out right now on A. Everyone is just there. The Jet is going to get picked off by Omen. Waylay, kind of right in the middle. The Jet is going to find the Omen. And the shots are whiffed. The Jet is going to be able to take out Waylay and just keep walking.
Last player standing.
Jet's going to get a 3rd kill on Chocos, and that is going to be a 1v5 with the spike going down on C site. Fade. pulling ult, just barely missing.
Flawless.
And that is going to be a flawless match point for the attackers. And we are going to map 3, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, Plymouth is going to need a little bit of a moment to regroup. So will I. And with that, we'll be right back with map 3, folks. Stay tuned. All right, folks, and here it is. We made it to map 3. Everyone getting ready to lock in their agents as we are heading to Pearl. It's been a very back and forth night. For those of you who are just tuning in now, oh boy. It's been a lot of flawless back and forth, and 3s for 3s, 4 for 4s. And yeah, overwhelming map lead over overwhelming map lead, which has brought us here. Looks like Plymouth is going to be on the defense first, going with the Kano, the Jet, the Cypher, the Astra, and the Chamber. Attackers looking to have Fade, Yoru, Rez, Clove, Omen. It's anybody's game. I'm going to be so honest. It's anybody's game. If we're looking at credits, we're looking at alt economies. That's been pretty even. Again, it's always either been 1 up or 2 up. And the scales just dip on one side or the other. Where they're going to tip this time, we don't know. So we're just going to have to tune in for that. It looks like the attackers still trying to get their last agent picked up here. And it's going to be Chamber. Okay, so, this will be fun. We're here, and we're ready. It's map 3. It's been an interesting start to the competitive week here at Plymouth State. Again, not only do we have this match tonight, but we also have Marvel Rivals coming back tomorrow against Southern Carolina University Upstate. It's going to be a big match, so y'all are going to want to tune in for that one. That is coached by myself. And you have Green Card, a.k.a. Luke Matthews, who is one of our starring support players for the Marvel Rivals team. If you guys don't know, great Loki player. Would love to have you come back and see his performance again tomorrow night. He puts in a lot of work doing 2 teams. Doing 2 teams, especially when one of them is Valorant, when you have like these 45-minute matches, and then going into Rivals, which those games also, you know, after a best of 3 can take up to an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's a lot. But that being said, we are getting started here, and the attackers immediately running up B. Sorry, they're running up A. We have the Chamber over here on B trying to hold it down. It is a bloodbath out the start. The Fade is going to find the Omen. However, Cypher is able to get the pick, but is quickly going to get shot down. And the Ash is going to go down 2 to the attackers. And the Spike is going to go down on A. Jet able to get a quick pick on Yoru with the Sheriff as Jet walks it. The Chamber also finding the Fade. That's going to be another pick right there. It is 2 and 2 with that Spike ticking down on round 1 of this map.
Last player standing.
And it's going to be a 1-2 punch for the attackers, and they're going to take round 1 here with that Spike slowly ticking. Let's see what the buy phase is looking like after that first round with some interesting picks. A Sheriff again for the Jet. Just kind of surgical with the shots, though. It's what you expect from one of my team members. Put that aside. Kano's got the knife out, immediately looking to throw out some utility, just try to get a little bit of an upper hand from the get-go. Attackers looking to push right through mid. Probably going to loop around to B, but again, that's anybody's game. The whole entirety of Plymouth State, minus Kano, on B right now. They do not want to repeat. Meanwhile, on A, there once was a Kano. And as the Raze walks, the Raze is going to immediately peek around the corner to find him and get the pick. And that is going to leave A completely uncontested for the Spike plant. Plymouth State running down. That Jet wasting no time trying to find something. Slowly walking. Going to try to peek the corners. Finds the Raze, but the Chamber is going to peek around the corner and get the trade. The Astra is also going to be able to get a pick on the Chamber, though, and continue walking. Cypher, also not far behind. Astra putting down some smokes. Trying to just get some cover. But that Howler is going to chase Astra down for the inso. And that's going to be a pick from the Clove and the Fade both. And that is going to be a round win for the attackers. making it 2-0 here on map 3. Spike still have not even enough time to defuse. It's just a clean sweep before that can even happen. Rather clean of house. I shouldn't say clean sweep, that's more for acing. Vocabulary is a lot to keep track of, especially when it comes to esports casting. Got some messages getting thrown in chat, but I ain't seeing them. Taking a look at the buy phase now. A couple of pistols going to remain on both sides of this of spawn. The attacker is looking to run it back on it on A. Astra putting down some smokes. Chamber chilling out, looking for some picks. But really, it's that Cypher I want to look at, because that Cypher is right in the heat of it all with the Kano. The Kano under some serious pressure. All the utilities going on Kano. The Hunt is destroyed before it can make contact. Astra getting a pick on the Fade, but the Clove is going to find Cypher. Astra going down to put some smokes. The spike is being planted.
Spike planted.
Meanwhile, Jet's running around the back. The Clove is going to pick off the Kano. Couple of shots fired from Jet. Just trying to get the attention, trying to make something work. Clove is going to find a third kill on the Chamber. Astra's going to find a pick on Clove, though. The Chamber quickly going to respond with the trade. It is Jet against the world, and it's just too much. The Yoda is going to find the Jet, and that is going to be round 3 for the attackers.
They can do better.
Taking a look now. The Astra ult is just about ready. Everything else not quite as close, with the exception of maybe Jet. That Clove is also quite ready to ult, though. That's going to be a challenge, especially since it's going to be a second do-over for the defense to have to try to deal with. The snipers are also coming out, though. And the barriers are up. Attackers a little bit more spread out. And the Clove is immediately going to find the KO. Chamber looking for something to use here. The Chamber is going to be able to find 2, though. The Clove popping ult, trying to stay alive.
Teleport's ready.
Chamber backing off now. He had his fun. Letting the Clove ult hopefully expire, and it does. Meanwhile, the Chamber's going to find Cypher, and Jet is just going to be chilling out, waiting for a pick. And the Jet missing the first shot. The Yoru finding the Chamber in the meantime. The spike is going to go down. The Jet is eventually going to rebound, though, and find Chamber on the ricochet. Jet keeping a sharp eye out. And the drone goes in the complete wrong direction. Jet still just kind of chilling out, looking for another pick. Not seeing anything quite yet. Walking around the corner, hoping for a peek, but its spike is down, smoke is down from the Astra. Jet also putting down a spike, but the Yoru's going to hunt her down first. Astra with the Sheriff, looking to make some progress. That spike is ticking. The Sheriff is picked up. Shots are whiffed, and the Yoru's going to find the Astra, and that is going to be round 4 in favor of the attackers. Not a great start for Plymouth State, as they hopefully are able to find a way to catch their breath during the spy phase and regroup. The Astra ult is ready, though, which means Plymouth State officially is up on 2 ults, especially with Butterbread and Green Card, both almost quite ready with theirs. That's going to be Chamber and Jet. That Fade and that Raze, though, not too far behind him. The Raze is going to have the spike for this match as well, it looks like. So go ahead and get ready. The attackers a little bit spread out. You definitely have the Fade in the Chamber going around the back, looking for B and mid. Meanwhile, the rest of the team is pushing A. Chamber anxiously waiting on A for their arrival. Jet's kind of close by. Meanwhile, Cypher, Kano, and Astra, they're sitting on B. The team's starting to walk. Butterbread able to find the pick on the Clove and immediately backs off. He does not want to have to deal with the rest of that crowd that was sitting there. The team backing off now. Raze running away. The rest of the attackers going for B, where the Kano is going to meet them and find the Chamber. This is looking much better. Jet also able to find and eliminate the Raze. But the Yoru is going to find the Cypher.
One enemy remaining.
And the spike is going to go down as the Kano takes out the Yoru. On B, Jet running back around to spawn now. It is just the fade for the attackers. Is that going to be enough? We're about to find out. Jet trying to get some high ground, looking over those spikes to see if they can find the fade. Not quite successful. Eventually, those Astra spikes are going to slow down. It doesn't matter. The Kano's going to spray through and find the fade, and that is going to be the first win of the map for Plymouth State, making it 4-1 as we get ready for round 6. Take a look at buy phase for you. It looks like Clover's going to be the one carrying the spike for this one on the attackers, unless that switches up in the next 15 seconds. Meanwhile, snipers are out. Chambers got his. Jet trying to decide what she wants. It's gonna be a rifle. 3 ults and 3. Very balanced ult economy. And that Kano is almost ready to ult again. Jet looking on B to nothing. So let's go to A real quick, where that Cypher is under some serious pressure. He's gonna get the pick on the Yoru. And he's gonna download the enemy positions, and he's gonna track them all. The whole enemy team is on A. The Astra throwing out smokes to give this Cypher some cover. Astra popping ult.
They found my wire.
The Raze is sitting there with the bazooka. That is horrifying. However, the Cypher is going to get the drop and get the pick.
Spike planted.
And I'm going to be bugging out here between POVs here as I try to get to the rest of the coverage.
Last player standing.
Ooh! And Fade just slides across the map. Meanwhile, Mountain is able to get 2. And half of the spike is going to get defused by the Jet, and the other half will get defused by his teammate. And that is going to be a win for the defenders, making it 2-4. This could be a comeback, folks. But I'm not going to jinx anything. Don't worry. I've got wood right here I can knock on. We're good. The attackers still looking to play A. Definitely seems to be a little bit of a comfort side for them. The Jet standing alone on B. Not quite sure what's going to happen. That Chamber also trying to push B. Is going to end up being in a face-off
You
against.
want to play? Let's play.
And it looks like both Chamber ults are out. This is going to be interesting and fun. The Chamber scoping out A. Very pushed up as the rest of the team slowly gets ready to walk. The Hunter is out. Chamber backs off. Meanwhile, during that 1v1 of Jet and Chamber, Jet is going to take that with a sniper.
Taking that back. Recovering it.
And the team is still chilling out on A. The spike is going to get planted. Let's take a look here now.
Spike planted.
Cypher's going to get a pick on the fade. And has clear line of sight of the spike. Waiting for the defuse. Cypher going to put out a little bit more info. Try to get something. Sees the cameras. Still can't. Only sees one. Finds the Clove. But the Clove is going to take out the Astra. And Yoru is going to find Jet. Meanwhile, Chamber is going to take out Yoru. And Clove finds Cypher. And that is going to be a 3rd kill for Clove on the Chamber. And that is going to be a round for the attackers. Making it 5-2 here on map 3. And a lot of ults were used in that fight too. But Plymouth still up by 1 with that Jet ult. Again, Jet pulling out the sniper for this. Still anybody's game. We're still early in this half. Well, I would say we're about halfway through, but still plenty of time to at least even it up here. So barriers go down now. Jet kind of standing alone on B. Isn't really going to see much with this current setup. Kano sitting on mid where the rest of the team is just slowly walking. Those Astra smokes are down, giving a little bit of cover. A little bit of kit goes out just to see if there's anything there. There isn't. Let's go ahead and check on Cypher now. Holding down A. Some shots are being fired. Chamber getting picked off by the Yoru on the cams. That's brutal. The Hunt is going to get destroyed, but it's too late. The Yoru is going to track down Cypher. And Astra is going to be the one frontlining A. Meanwhile, the Raze is going to find the Kano, and Fade is going to find Astra. And that means it's Jet's turn. Jet going to get a quick pick off of Yoru and run around. That spike is ticking. This might just be a kill as many as you can to reset their economy before that spike goes off. Drone's going out now. And it's not going to be enough. Jet is going to get completely overwhelmed by the remaining 4 members of the team. And that is going to be another round for the attackers.
I do like winning.
Plymouth State now up by 2 ults in this. Buy phase. Keeping it true to what they've been running. Chamber on the sniper. Jet trying to decide what's going to get purchased on that end. All rifles for the attackers, with the Clove holding on to that spike as we get ready to start the round. Enemy team walking it down on A. Chamber's going to C1, miss the shot, and back off. Meanwhile, over on B, the team is facing off in a 3v3, while the Chamber and the Yoru make their way to the rest of the party. They're definitely looking for that spike. Some hindrance going down. Cypher trying to get some info. Shots are being fired in the meantime. The spike is being planted. Cypher's going to be able to find the fade and get the pick. The Chamber is able to retreat before he's killed by Cypher. Meanwhile, Raze is going to find Cypher and take him down. The Astra able to get a pick, though, in the meantime.
Spike planted.
On the Raze. Let's take a look here. Astra trying to hold down the fort, getting those picks. Throws down a smoke. Backs off from the utility, but is still going to get hindered. Is able to take down the Clove, though, as she plays corner.
Player standing.
And as soon as coming out of the smokes, is going to get run down by Yoru. Meanwhile, Chamber is going to find Chamber. That is a kill for Butterbread. Butterbread trying to take on Clove and Yoru right now, hoping that there's time to defuse a spike, but it doesn't look like it right now. The Clove isn't going to be able to recover off the ult, though. Time is ticking. That spike needs to be defused. It's just too late. He's not going to be able to find Yoru in time. And the Yoru's going to find him, too, and get the pick. And that Yoru's going to run before the spike can get him, and he's just out of range, and that is going to be another round for the attackers here. As we end round 9, going into round 10, the half is starting to time out. Hold on. We have a timeout being initiated by the defenders. We're going to have a minute here to regroup, try to get some strategies going, try to make some sort of recovery in this before we swap sides. And that clock is ticking. Again, this has been the match of back and forth, so maybe on the other side, we can get that reverse sweep that we've been seeing from both teams in hopes that maybe, in worst case, they go overtime. But right now, it's not looking good. I know Plymouth has been really strong on their slow and burn defenses earlier in the season. Maybe if they switch up the playbook here, they might be able to make something work. But that timer getting low. And the map has resumed for the last 15 seconds of the buy phase. It is 3 ults for Plymouth, 1 ults for the attackers. The barriers are up. Plymouth holding a hard defense on A. Meanwhile, the attackers looking for B. The Yoru distraction walks by A into a wall. It's just chilling out there, but it's expired. Jet, the standalone defense against this push right now. Ultimates are starting to fly. Jet sees the massacre, wants nothing to do with it. Yoru is behind him. And there is a plant going down on A.
Spike planted.
Chamber getting the pick on the Plymouth State Chamber. Jet with the high ground, trying to make something of this. Fires a couple of shots. The Yorus finds one. And the Cypher. Meanwhile, the Clove is going to pick off the Jet. And this is already a rough start.
One enemy remaining.
Yoru's going to find Kano. And it is Astra versus the world, but that spike is ticking. Astra backing off, knowing it's not going to be enough. Doesn't want to lose any more economy than it's already been lost this round. And that is going to be another round for the attackers as the spike detonates. Back to buy phase. Hopefully whatever they had planned for that timeout was for the next round. Because it is crunch time. We are entering round 11. The half is wrapping up here rather quickly. The attackers looking to push A. Fade, unsure, and decides to join the team. That Cypher is looking to put Insight down as soon as that barrier's up. Cypher being very meticulous with that wire placement. I'm kind of surprised he felt like he even had time. Jet staring down the entire enemy team right now, starting with Yoru. And the Yoru's going to get the drop. Meanwhile, Kano running into the massive enemies and is going to be shot down by Yoru. Astra also getting a whiff of this, but is able to find the Yoru. The Cypher able to find the Fade, but the Clove finds the Cypher for the trade. Astra now playing in the smokes. Utilities are out. Shots are flying. This is really sketchy territory, but he's able to find the chamber and get the pick. Whiffs a couple of other shots. Tries to go for the reload. Is able to get a third pick off of the Clove. And a fourth. And is able to go for the defuse. The timeout pays off as Plymouth State is able to clutch the defuse. And that is going to be 3 and 8 for the defenders.
Last round in the half.
And that will be the last round in the half, folks. This is it. This is a chance for Plymouth to just get a little bit more ground with the last two ults in the lobby for the half. The Astra and the Cypher. Ultimate cover and ultimate insight. Let's see how this goes. It is no holds bar. They got to spend everything they got. Fade is going to have the spike for this attack, too. The barriers are up. And the team looking to push B potentially. They're all chilling out on mid. Chambers gonna again goes down. Chamber getting 2, also finding the Cypher. That is brutal. Meanwhile, the rest of the team starting to run up B. The Yoru's looking at the Kano. That's gonna be a duel of all time. Jet up against the team though, and is able to get the pick off the Fade as the spike is actively being planted. Jed retreating into the Astra smokes. Astra able to find the chamber to finally put an end to his reign. Mountain also finding another one, getting the Clove. Leaving Jet to handle the rest of the mass around the spike.
One enemy remaining.
Astra also able to find the Raze for a third kill. The Yoru finding the Kano. Mountain finally going down to the Yoru. It is up to Jet now. Is he going to be able to get the drop on the Yoru? Shots are going out on the spike. And the Jet gets a pick on the Yoru and goes for the defuse. And that will be round for defenders, making it 4 and 8 in the half. Could this be the comeback, folks? Do we have it? We're about to find out. Again, I have wood to knock on, so we are fine. Let's see the beautiful array of the ghosts that we're about to watch. Almost everyone is about to pick Ghost. Might get a chamber, might get a sheriff here and there, or maybe somebody's gonna, be quirky and run classic, just to kind of save on some points, get some kit stuff, especially Chamber. I mean, Chamber can do whatever he wants with his arsenal, so. And the fidget spinners are spinning. They're flying out of the hands, literally, as Plymouth State is ready to go on the attack. Hopefully that change in aggression is going to be able to help them get the upper hand in this. They're going to need it. They are leaning on B side of attacker spawn right now, looking to make some sort of push. The barriers are up. Jet is running right into it. Smoke is out. The Ghost is loaded. And immediately Jet is going to find the chamber, getting a pick, pushing towards Spike. Jet going for the dash through the smoke, just trying to get behind the enemies. Meanwhile, Yoru is going to find 2. Butterbread also going to find the Clove. Cypher is going to find Yoru to put his end to his reign. Meanwhile, Jet just trying to reload. Raze is going to find 2, but it's Jet feed 2, but that Fade is hurting. So if we can get a pick on that Fade first, use the rest of the clip on the Raze, that would be ideal. But the Raze is going to find the Jet first, and that is going to be a round for the defenders. A valiant start for Plymouth State. but it's just short of where it needs to be. It's really important for their mentals to stay strong right now. I know how tempting it is to want to tilt in this state, but you gotta keep pushing. Literally keep pushing now that we're on the attack. Kano taking the spike for this. Looks like it's going to be a stinger comp. They're just trying to save. They're trying to slow build. They don't really have the time, but they're going to go for it. Attacker's kind of doing the same, though. Barriers are up. The attacker's running it down. Jett diving straight in, whiffing a couple of shots. Chasing down Chamber. The grenade is going to go out. The Raze throwing a grenade. Jett working around the corner, not seeing anything. Jumping up and back around. The Raze is going to find Mountain, and there's going to be a trade. The Jett goes down, but so doesn't the Chamber.
Down A.
Cypher now finding one. Let's take a look here. The spike is down on A. Chamber knows that they're going to have to go for the kill. Cypher pushing right through while Chamber goes around. The smokes are sitting there, giving cover, giving time, letting them catch their breath and lock in. Cypher slowly pushing through the smoke. Some shots are fired. The Chamber's immediately going to find Cypher, though. And that leaves one Chamber versus three. And the Clove is going to hunt that right down, making it another round for the defenders. It is not looking good here, folks. It is going to have to be quite the turnaround. And as we take a look at the buy phase, Yoru pulling out the sniper. Alts not ready. They might not be for another round or two. Barriers getting ready to go up. Jett with the Sheriff tries to shoot the Chamber, but the Chamber retreats. Jett's still going to run it down, though. Jett leading the charge for this push on B. The Yoru is going to find the Chamber for a sniper pick. Mountain on the Astra is going to be able to find that Chamber, though, not before he's able to take out Kano. Jett able to find one on the Raze. That Clove is eating him alive, though. And once again, it is Jett versus the world. The Hunter is out, but it's going to blind her. A couple of shots fired, and it's just going to be an overwhelming presence for the defenders against the Jett. And that is going to be 11-4 on map 3 for the defenders. Ults still not ready. A lot of rifles. Rifles and a sniper. And a shotgun. This is what we're looking like. We're looking at sniper, shotgun, and rifles for the defenders, and all rifles for the attackers as they just try to run down whatever they can, try to regain any ground that they can.
Knocking them.
The Jett walking right up, but Chamber able to get early picks every single time, getting the Kano. However, Butterbread is able to find the pick on the Yoru. That's good. Jett roaming around, looking for anything she can get her hands on. But the Fade is going to be able to find the Chamber. Cypher with the spike, just laying back, waiting for someone to clear. However, the Fade is going to find the Astra. Jett, here's him coming up from behind. Isn't quite sure where to look. Finds three. Isn't quite able to get... It gets overwhelmed and is picked off by Raze. And it is Cypher versus 4. Holding the spike on B. No real way to plant. The Cypher's able to get 2 picks, though. Wait a minute. But the Clove is going to find him, and that is going to be another round for the defenders.
Match point.
And that will be match point to the defenders. Plymouth State has no other option. It is reverse sweep or fail. As we enter match point of round B. Rather, match point Map 3. Round B, map 3. Oof, that is a nasty rhyme. And it's going to be rifles and snipers as we get going. Kano holding onto the spike. Kits going out. You can hear this fade Kits. Chamber picks Chamber. Jet able to get a pick, though, off of the Chamber. The Kano also finding Yoru. Jet running up B. Looking for a place to plant for the...
I know exactly where.
And that Kano is going to get the plant off. And Jet gets the pick on the Clove with a sniper shot. The start of the ladder climb seems to begin here as that spike ticks down. That Jet's looking. And I mean looking. And the Jet is going to find another pick, and Astra's going to follow up with the last pick of the round necessary to win it. Is this it? Is it a fluke, or is it a sweep? We don't know, folks, but we're still alive. We're still going. Let's take a look at the buy phase now. Again, rifles and snipers. Looks like the Yoru's pulling out the Sheriff, and Fade is grabbing an SMG. I wouldn't put anything past anyone at this point.
Let's play.
The Chamber ult is out for the attackers. Jet getting an early pick on the Chamber. No more early picks for that Chamber. At least not this round. Jet looking for more to feast on. Whiffs a shot through the smoke. Continues to push up. Finds the Yoru, but the Yoru is able to get the drop. Kano trying to make something here. Cypher and Astra up front. That Fade is peeking. Cypher taking a step back, letting Astra push up for it. Because Astra can still put the smokes down if she's dead. Astra putting down a couple of smokes from her hidey hole behind the wall. Trying to look for some cover, it looks like. Puts a smoke down on herself. Meanwhile, Kano's running around to A with the Cypher. Inside the cage, the spike is planted, and the Cypher is also able to get a pick on the Raze. As they try to lock down point, it is 4v3 with the Astra smokes.
I must wait a moment.
Cypher still looking. Kano in the heat of the battle, but Cypher's going to find two. The Clove is going to pick off the Kano, though. And Clove is also going to find Cypher, but that spike is ticking, and Chamber is still out there. Chamber finds the Clove, so the attackers can take the round. And it is going to be another round alive for Plymouth State, as we are now 12-6. It is a long ways to go, folks, if they're going to turn this around. We will see. That match point just haunting Plymouth State right now. Kano taking the spike. All of the pressure is on here. It is do or die. Literally. That is the sound of a Chamber ult. Astra putting up smokes. Looking for something. But the Cypher's going to get picked off by the Yoru. That's not good. Meanwhile, Jet with the sniper slowly pushing forward. Some utilities are out, some smokes are out. Jet doesn't really want that kind of smoke. And the Clove is going to pick off the Astra as the Yoru runs up trying to find him. Butterbread getting the pick on the Chamber, though. That's huge. Let's take a look on where he is. He is behind there. He is really trying to get this team into some serious trouble with the flank. But they're going to get ganged up on. Raze is going to find him. Kano also making some noise. that Jet. Also unsure, but it's going to get picked off by the Clove through the smokes. And it is Kano v4. And that's going to be it. The defenders are going to take it, and that is going to be match point and game set on map 3 Pearl. The defenders taking it. But with that being said, guys, that is a wrap for this evening. We hope to see you guys again tomorrow night at 8 p.m. for Marvel Rivals as they take on South Carolina. Until then, I'm Lucky Wilson signing off. Have a good night, guys.